everybody, this is Moo.
And this is Fuji.
We just watched Fox and the Hound.
And I was making fun of Moo for being very sad.
Oh.
Overly sad.
So depressing. I didn't cry.
See,
I got close.
I felt like actually it was less sad than I remembered.
You know what? Yeah, I agree, actually. It is a little bit less sad than I remember. I still think it's sad, don't get me wrong.
Sure, but I think, like, when you're a kid, it's more like, no, they can never see each other again. But, like, when you watch it again as an adult, it's like you have those friends that, like, you're still friends with them, but you haven't seen them in a really long time. But that doesn't take away from being friends.
Yeah, I guess the only sad part for me is that they really can't ever see each other again. Like, ever. They can't communicate or anything.
But they're still friends.
I know.
Inside.
I know.
Inside is what matters, Moo.
I know. I'm just, it's a little bit of a bummer, okay?
I'm laughing really hard.
She's making fun of me.
I am.
Instead, maybe I should just get mad about Fox and the Hound, too.
Can we spend, like, more than 60 seconds talking about first Fox and the Hound before you start talking about Fox and the Hound, too?
Sure. Anyway, this is a good movie.
This came out in 1981.
Yep.
So something that I think is interesting. First of all, so I forgot that Corey Feldman was in this.
I also forgot that.
And then I was thinking about The Goonies, and then I was thinking about, like, 80s kids' family movies in general.
Yeah.
And we talked a little bit in the last video about how 1977 was when Star Wars came out.
Uh-huh.
And when Star Wars came out was sort of the beginning of these, like, big, like, summer blockbuster, all ages, family movies. And right here is where you start to see Disney sort of lose their footing a little bit. And I really do think, and I wish that we had some more, like, contemporary reading on this, but I really do think that, part of it was, Star Wars coming out and, like, people being like, we can make movies that are for, like, everybody that aren't made by Disney.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, that aren't cartoons, too. So they had a more diverse group set. That's why probably in the 80s we saw a lot of those, like, and 90s, we saw a lot of those, like, kids do mischief and shit movies. Like,
there's a lot of that in the 80s.
I mean, yeah. So I think that's when we started really seeing that. Which is actually, if you think about it, it's kind of clever of Stephen King to do a horror movie using that trope in It.
Yeah.
Despite that movie not being that great. Because they float, Fuji. They all float.
Are you gonna sit on a banister and laugh awkwardly for like 7 minutes?
Do you have Prince Albert and a Ken? You do? Well, you better let him out! Waha! 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 I know I'm not Tim Curry. It's not the same. But I try my best. Do you want to see Tim Curry talk to you from a sewer? And that's the movie for you.
Oh, I'm crying.
Okay, we're not here to talk about it. But anyway, that was an example.
We diverged immediately.
Are you okay?
This is not where I expected this to go.
I didn't expect to bring up it either, so. Anyway, so point being is, what was the point you were making? Or did I feel like you forget?
This is a weird 80s movie. Because it's, like, realistic and sad.
Yeah.
And it's, like, the 80s. I don't know, maybe, like, in hindsight. Because I did not experience the 80s. And
neither did I.
That I experienced of the 80s, I was way too young and super don't remember firsthand. So now it's, like, in hindsight, it's like you think of 80s movies and you think of these, like, really, happy-go-lucky, like, our economy is really good.
Yeah.
Material girl
sort of,
yeah.
Woo!
And it's like this movie is just super super real, and it doesn't feel like.
But here's the thing I kind of like about this movie, though, is that it is super real. And it is kind of really sad, but the colors are still there, which I know is a weird thing to bring up. But, like, sometimes you see in, like, dark, gritty, sad, depressing movies.
Superman v Batman.
Yeah, basically, yeah. We see those movies and it's just, like, dour and stuff. But no, this is a pretty colors. It uses all the colors of the forest.
It is well animated.
It is. It's so pretty.
Very, very pretty. Oh. And the animals really move like animals.
They do. They look great. Except the only thing that don't really move like animals is the woodpecker, weirdly enough.
And I said I think it's because people would find it creepy if the woodpecker looked and moved like a real woodpecker.
I guess so, yeah.
I think so.
But he has Tigger's voice, so it's okay.
It's kind of weird.
Tigger's voice is in this, and so is Piglet's voice. He's a porcupine.
Yeah.
Which is weird. It's so weird.
Sterling Holloway's not in it.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
I guess they just decided to use other voice actors from Winnie the Pooh.
And also, I mean, kind of, I wonder if you start seeing the trend then of, like, actors becoming voice actors.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because, I mean, you definitely see it in Oliver and Company.
Yeah, I think Oliver and Company is one that started, like, the big voice actor.
Well, I mean, but Eva Gabor
roles.
was in Aristocats.
True, but like that's it started becoming a selling point. I don't think they advertised that hugely that Eva Gabor's in Aristocats when that came out. I mean, it was probably on the poster and everything. Yeah, actually, looking at the list,
because really the first time that like an actor is in this movie is going to be Aladdin. That's the first time.
Yeah, that is.
So I mean, previously, like they've been using famous people, but not to that extent.
Yeah, Oliver and Company kind of started that where they had Billy Joel as the dog, Dodger. Yeah.
Dodger, yeah.
Okay.
And then Little Mermaid is going to be different because that was Howard Ashman specifically looking for Broadway people to come do it because you know he was envisioning this musical. We'll get to that when we get there.
Right.
But, okay, it's been about talk about your sequel.
You want me to talk about my sequel?
Go.
Okay, so Fuji hasn't seen Fox and the Hound 2.
I don't really want to see Fox and the Hound 2.
Unless we decide to marathon the sequels, then we'll have to see it. The only good thing about Fox and the Hound 2 is that the animation doesn't look like shit. It looks actually really nice, and it actually does a good job imitating the original movie. But that's the only thing it does. The rest of the movie. So listen.
Are you choking on your own anger?
Yes, but listen. If you guys don't know what Fox and the Hound 2 is, I'm gonna sum it up for you why it's bad in just this one sentence. The Fox and the Hound, Copper and Todd, join a band. There you go. Now you know why it's bad.
Who's in the band?
Dogs.
And they just let Todd join?
I don't remember. It's Copper wants to join a band, but Todd wants to be in it too. And like at the end of the movie, Copper decides whether or not to go with the band and continue traveling because they're like the plot is like a traveling singing dog choir group comes to town, and because we actually go to a town in this in the Fox and the Hound 2, and Copper thinks they're pretty cool, and there's another dog, an older dog. He's like, yeah, you guys could sing along with us. And then Reba McEntire, I'm not kidding, like Reba McEntire, she's jealous or something. I really don't remember the plot that well. I just remember how well animated it was, mostly, and how mad I got about it because it's so dumb. It's so stupid. Is it
still about prejudice?
No.
Oh.
It's not. It has nothing to do with the message or anything of the themes of the original. The only thing they have is, like, you know, Todd and Copper are little kids. This is when they're little kids. And that's pretty much it. It's so stupid. It's really dumb. Like, I don't even remember much of the plot besides, you know, that plot synopsis I just gave, because that's all you need, man. Like, to know that it's not a good movie. Because, like, what? It's like they never saw the first Fox and the Hound movie. Or knew about it. There's like, make a sequel to Fox and Hound 2. Okay, what's that about? Oh, there's a cute fox and a cute dog and they're friends. Okay, let's just make something up.
You're the best of friends.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, you can find it on Netflix if you're really curious, but...
Oh, they sell it packaged together. That's how I see it at work.
Son of a bitch. Why would you do that?
Because they package all the sequels together.
Except for Hunchback, I'm pretty sure they don't do that.
Your cat jumped again. No, I have not seen the Hunchback sequel for sale.
Holy shit.
All the other ones though, like I've seen Fox and the Hound, and then Fox and the Hound 2, and then I've seen Mulan and Mulan 2.
Okay.
And then I've seen
basically the ones that are not animated like shit.
Yeah. Actually.
Yeah. Isn't that true?
It's true.
Yeah, the ones that aren't animated like shit, they sell separately. But
you know what I have if we are gonna marathon sequels?
Yeah, what?
I have the Beauty and the Beast Enchanted Christmas.
Oh fuck, Beauty and the Beast Enchanted Christmas. God, you know.
Hey, we came all the way back around to Tim Curry.
We did come back to Tim Curry. He's a gay organ in that movie. I'm not kidding. He's really gay for the Beast. He wants to play music and have him be sad and sit and listen to his music while he's sad, and not jealous of Bella at all, no. I'm taking up the Beast's time. God damn that movie.
I almost wish you could see my face right now.
Fuji's making a very interesting expression. You're regretting everything you know. You're just regretting being around me.
We saw Lego Batman the other day. That was really good.
Oh, that was a good movie. Anyway, point being is Fox and the Hound 2 sucks. Do not bother. Just watch the first one. It's a good movie.
It's good.
It is.
It was better, I think, watching it as an adult.
I agree, because when I was a kid, I do remember being really upset at the end of it. Because it's not like a typical kids movie ending, or like, you know, Copper and Todd are like, you know, can hang out together.
When we're friends, can't keep us apart. No, it's not like that.
No. It's like, you know, like...
It's too real.
It's too real, basically. So I do remember being really sad by it when I was younger. But when you're older, you really can appreciate, like, just the tragedy, I guess is the right way to put it.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is better than the book where one of them dies after the bear fight. Which, by the way, I'm gonna bring up that fucking bear. That bear was huge, man! That was a big bear.
Yes.
The animation was really nice on it, though.
It was, yes.
Oh, man. That's a big-ass bear. Holy crap.
Let's watch Slapping Bears again.
Oh, Slapping Bears. Imagine if that bear was in Slapping Bears.
Oh, you know. Okay, anyway, speaking of what is up next.
Black Cauldron!
This will be interesting.
Oh my god, when was the last time I've seen this movie?
I saw it when I was like 4.
I think I saw it when I was a freshman in college, I think. Or I was in high school, or I was like the second year of high school. I can't remember which one it was.
Okay, not gonna lie, for a long time I did get Black Cauldron and Dark Crystal mixed up. I think that's fair. Those names are very...
No, yeah, that's fair. I just remember, all I know about is that the way the Horn King goes is really fucked up and graphic.
Oh yeah, we were tallying up, the other day when we weren't recording, we were tallying up graphic Disney deaths, so...
yeah, we were.
I think we're starting to enter into that sort of age.
Oh boy, yeah! Who's ready for that? Woo! I know I mentioned the Oliver and Company one last time I recorded, and that came up in conversation.
Yes.
Now you get to watch the Horn King get stripped away, literally, by skin and muscle and skeleton. Yay! I don't remember why that happens, but I do remember that happening. I went, what the fuck? And that's why the Horn King isn't in anything Disney related. He is kind of creepy anyway. But, yeah. Actually, I don't really see much of Fox and the Hound, going back to that stuff involving Disney that I think about it.
Because I think this sort of kicks off I mean, technically Disney Dark Ages has already been kicked off.
Yeah.
But this is, like... I think maybe it's one of the ones that, like, people just don't want to remember because it makes them sad.
I guess so. I've seen Copper and Todd merch sometimes, but not when they're little kids, when they're babies. But otherwise, I don't really see much for it.
It's because the movie's too real.
Too real.
Too real, and we were going in the 80s where nothing was real.
Nothing is real. Everything's... existential crisis. Everything's an existential crisis. Anyway, do you have anything else to say about Fox and the Hound?
I have nothing else to say about Fox and the Hound.
What are you thinking about, man?
I'm tempted to ask you if you have anything else to say about Fox and the Hound 2.
Besides fuck Fox and the Hound 2? Yeah, fuck Fox and the Hound 2. It's because I don't remember the movie well enough to really rant on it.
Well, I guess we'll have to watch it.
Do you really want to watch the sequels, man?
Ask me that again at 3 in the morning.
Okay. Then you would say yes if I asked you.
I probably would.
Oh man. Well, we ask when we're done with this marathon. One marathon at a time.
Yeah, one at a time.
Even though there's less sequels. Anywho, our next movie will be Black Cauldron, and we will see you when we watch that fucked up shit. Woohoo!